Okay, welcome to my second video in English, and I'm from Sweden, and English is not my native language, so I apologize if my English not live up to your standard. Now, the topic of this video is all about the moon car, the car who was used on the moon. They have a car and are driving around on the moon. Now, there are a lot of people who are saying the moon landing was a fraud, a hoax. Now, my questioning is, where in the moon lander was they putting this moon car? They have a car and are driving around on the moon. Now, there are a lot of people who are saying the moon landing was a fraud, a hoax. Now, my questioning is, where in the moon lander was they putting this moon car? Because they have the car and they're driving around on the moon. But how did they get this, this two-seat car, four-wheeled car, inside the moon lander? Or how to get the moon car out from the moon landers? Because I have seen many pictures of the car. I have seen videos or television or movies about what you can see when they're driving around with the car on the moon and things like that, and pictures of the moon car and things like that, and pictures of the moon landers and all that stuff, but have not seen any pictures or read anything about how they get the moon landers to the moon. How to get this machinery, this car into in the moon landers, in the moon landers, and when the landing on the moon, who do the doing when they get the moon car out from the moon landers? I mean, where in the moon landers was the garage, the parking place for the moon car in the moon landers? If you know, you can tell me. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue about where in the moon lander they put this machinery, this car. I mean, first of all, if you go to the moon, what will you pick with you if you go to the moon? Of course, if you're American, you must pick a car with you. So American, Why not take a car with you? A family car or something like that. I mean, this is interesting. I mean, you don't pick a car on the aeroplanes. If you're flying in an aeroplane from one area to another continent or things like that, you don't drive up your car in an airplane. You don't put your, in the most ship doesn't take car. But in the space rocket, if you go to the moon, what will you take with you? A car, of course. A two-seat car, a sports car. I mean, but how did they get? I mean, was the car fully, made when they go to the moon, or was they, in pieces and they put them together like an IKEA furniture? I mean, was the car, fully assembled, fully made? Did it take the whole car with them, or did it come out in pieces? I mean, where was the door or a hatch for the you know the storage place for the car and or the pieces. I mean, if there was a whole car from the beginning of the, take out the wheels, the car wheels and the chairs and the engines, and screw them together on the moon. I don't know. I mean, if you know, if you have any information about it, I mean, you can post an email on my YouTube channel and tell me about it. What a stupid man I am who still a stupid question about the moon car and how to get this moon car to the moon. I mean, is I mean, there are people also asking if the atomic bomb really are for real. I mean, they're questioning about the nuclear bombs, if nuclear bombs really exist in reality. Or maybe it's these channels they build, not to make you safe. They want you to go into these tunnels, and then they close the doors, and you will be buried alive. You will die inside these chambers, But anyway, I see many program about the moon landing and the hoax and the moon landing hoax and all about the moon landing and they say this, the never landing on the moon. People have not walked on the surface on the moon, and I'm not one who telling you that people have never walked on the moon, but I have heard all the arguments against or why the moon landing should be fake and not was for real. But this is a question I have. Where in the moon lander, how did they get this moon car to the moon? I mean, where in the moon lander did they put this car, and how did they get the moon car out to the moon landers? Or any pictures or videos or text or things like who explain how to get the moon car to the moon, where they put it in a moon lander, and any maps, technical maps, or other stuff about that, who explain this thing with this moon car.